I'm Katie Berg, and I'll be your host tonight. In 1992, the Rehnquist court decided on the case Planned Parenthood v. Casey. They decided to go with the previous decision of Roe v. Wade. However, William Rehnquist was not in the majority. We're going to interview Sarah Palin and her daughter, who is pregnant. Tell me, how has this case affected you?
Well, the court decided on pro-choice, but unfortunately, my mother and I are pro-life, and I get to go with teenage motherhood, so we're mavericks.
Oh, we are little mavericks. Now, explain, what is a maverick? Oh, I can answer that question. A maverick is someone who does something very mavericky. You know, like John McCain. So, to clarify, you disagree with the Supreme Court decision of Planned Parenthood versus Casey, but you support Judge William Rehnquist.
I don't support the court's decision. We support William Rehnquist's decision and the minority because we're against abortion.
Thank you, Ms. Palin. Now we're going to discuss a case called United States v. Lopez. Alfonso Lopez was charged with a federal crime for carrying a handgun in school. This is a federal crime because it fell into the Commerce Clause. However, in Rehnquist's court, this decision was turned around. Mr. Lopez, is this the gun you brought to school?
Yeah, this is the one I brought to the interview.
You brought a gun to the interview?
I bring one everywhere I go. You never know when you might need it.
Is that why you brought a handgun to school?
Yeah, I left it in my backpack because I suspected a surprise attack from my teachers that day, so I brought it for self-defense.
Wow, that's some good logic there. So your intent was not to hurt the economy?
I didn't know one man with a gun can hurt the economy.
How do you feel about the Rehnquist court decision?
Well, dang right, they should have agreed with me. Federal government has no authority to regulate firearms in the school zone under the Commerce Clause.
Woke up cold one Tuesday. I'm looking tired and feeling quite sick. I felt like there was something missing in my day-to-day life. So I quickly opened the wardrobe, pulled out some jeans and a t-shirt that seemed clean, topped it off with a pair of old shoes that were ripped around the seams. And I thought these shoes just don't suit me. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything's right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling.
Go.
Next, we're going to delve deeper into the case of Bush v. Gore of 2000. As you know, the Supreme Court decided that Bush will be our next president. Today we have Al Gore in the studio. How do you feel about this decision?
I don't blame George Bush or William Rehnquist. You know, the fault really lies with each and every one of us and man-made global warming. You know, if we could just cut off our own individual carbon emissions and we could help the world recycle everything and the whole thing about global warming, that would just end and then I could be president.
Do you think that Florida should be able to go through with your recount?
No, I'm glad that they couldn't do that. Unnecessary.
Thank you, Mr. Gore. Now, in the case of United States versus Ms. Montoya de Hernandez, a Colombian woman was arrested when 88 balloons of cocaine were found within her abdominal cavity. Her attorney appealed to the Supreme Court on grounds of unreasonable search and seizure. However, Rehnquist supported the LA police. We were going to interview Ms. Montoya, however, she does not speak English.
Yo no sé.
But we did find this riveting original footage. Beep, beep, beep.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need to check that bag. Alright, you're good.
Thank you, sir. Now observe as Ms. Montoya does not make it through airport security.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need to pat you down. Alright, you're gonna have to come to our special customs room. ¿Por qué? go through the procedural pat down.
No me gusta.
Alright, either you got a bun in the oven or there is some substance in your cavity. So,
¿Por qué? Oh no!
what is that?
Yo no sé.
In the end, Miss Montoya was arrested and was found guilty by the Rehnquist court. Thank you for joining us today on 60 Seconds. This concludes our special on the Rehnquist court.